what to do to maintain love of a Virgo moon sign. And I'm going to start with what I believe is the most obvious thing that you need to do to maintain Virgo moon, or sorry, what to do to maintain a person with Virgo moon. And the most obvious indication is removing removing their tension. Now, what I mean by removing tension for Virgo moon is these guys are always worrying, stressing, overthinking, overanalyzing. They're really in their head sometimes, and they can really um, cause them a lot of stress and cause them a lot of uncomfortability. It can even make them feel sick. It can even give them stomach pains, the overstress and stuff like that. But if you have the ability to remove the tension, and that could be just by being funny, that could just be by having a calming energy, that could just be by entertaining them, that could just be by engaging their mind in pleasurable things, that could be just intimately, that could be whatever it may be, removing the tension. If you have this ability to remove the tension from Virgo moon, you will maintain their love because you're that type of person that they want in their life. They want someone like you in their life. They don't want a person, romantically speaking, who is going to give them even more stress and anxiety and worry and overthinking and stuff like that. They don't want that. This is why they need someone to do that for them. It's really simple. If you can do that, you're in the good books. You're definitely going to maintain their love. They're definitely going to always want to be with you. And Virgo Moon, they're probably one of the least emotional signs, if not the least emotional sign, in out of all these moon signs that I'm going through. So love is not like completely in the dictionary, but it is at the same time. They do love, but it's like it's not so much or as strong as other moon signs. Also, be reliable. And being reliable is so important for them because they feel like they don't have to take care of everything. They don't want to feel like they have to do everything or worry about everything or handle everything. They don't want to feel like, you're the type of person that's going to let them down. They don't like to be let down. They don't like to be disappointed. They are obviously a little bit perfectionist. So, being reliable for them is a major thing for them to support their to support the removal of tension, but also to support them in terms of not being so critical towards you and assessing you and over analyzing you. They want to know that the job's going to get done. They want to know that they're not going to have to do it themselves. It's really simple, and being reliable just allows them to just accept you for being who you are instead of having to think about what needs to be done, think about what you need to do, think about what they need to do. They can just think about you in yourself and how much they connect with you instead of thinking about other things that they don't want to think about, you know? So being reliable is a big, big one. Also, another one is, um, you know, uh, be illogical, be logical. They don't like, they don't like delusional, people who don't use their mind, people who are not practically minded, practical minds and stuff. They don't want to be around people who are delusional. If you're a logical person, if you make decisions based on logic, if you don't be overly emotional or overly, risk taking, if you're logical and know how you operate and how you do things, they love that. They genuinely love that. They genuinely want to be around people who do things in a logical, orderly, controlled, organized manner. That's what they want. And if you don't have that, they can fall out of that love for you because they feel like you're not the right person for them because they would want someone to have that. They respect intelligence. They respect character. That's what they respect. And respect and love are not the same thing, but I think respect comes before even love at times. And for them to love you, they need to respect you. So being a delusional person who, thinks, you know, from another world, so to speak, is not the type of thing that the Virgo moon wants in their life. They don't want that type of person in their life because they can't trust that type of person because, like I said, it's not reliable. You know, they want someone to be reliable and remove their tension. So being logical is a massive thing for Virgo moon sign. But what is interesting is that uh, displaying emotions. This is an interesting one. They like you to display emotions, and the reason why this is the thing. They might be the people who are kind of like cool and kind of less emotional and more logical, etc., etc. But they want you to still display your emotions. They still want that from you. They still want to connect with you when you're being open-minded, open, not a closed book, just being free to express yourself emotionally as well, particularly. They want that from their close, intimate partner. That's what they want because then they can understand them as well. They don't want them to be, they don't want their partner to be like them because they can sometimes not display any emotions. You know, they can sometimes cut off their emotions completely. They don't want their partner like that. They want you to show them. And they feel that connection when you do. They feel that love when you do. You know, so even if maybe you know someone who is a Virgo moon and doesn't display their emotions, you can still show your emotions. Don't be afraid to show yours because that's what they want you to do. Okay, they want you to show how much you love them. They like that. Don't get me wrong. They might not show it, but they like it. They genuinely do enjoy that type of person. And it continues to feel the maintaining the love for them. They continue to maintain that love for you. You know, another thing I would say is is important, and what maintains the love for a Virgo moon is you being patient. Now, the reason why you have to be patient with them, I'll explain this. You know, because the thing is, they're hypercritical, and they get kind of stressed out. Um, you know, they get a lot of tension, and they start to like kind of lose it a bit. Not lose it in the way that, you know, they're they don't lose it in the way that they lose control of everything what's going on, but in their mind they're losing it. And sometimes that you can see that in the way they're reacting. Sometimes they can be quite snappy, quite, you know, maybe aggressive, maybe a little bit like, you know, ferocious at times, you know, because they're so overthinking about something, or you haven't done something to them, and or you haven't done something that they want you to do. And if you have the ability to be a little bit patient with them and let them, you know, figure it out, because they can figure things out by themselves, because they are, you know, the moon is your inner self and Virgo is an analyzer and likes to work things out. They can figure things out for themselves. And if you be a little bit patient with them, you'll see that you know, that type of, you know, energy that the Virgo moon has, that can be a bit hectic, can be a bit intense. You can see that Virgo moon simmer down. So you have to have a bit of patience, and they want you. So you need a bit of patience with them. But if they see that you have that patience, if they notice that you are this type of person that can be patient and let them go through their, you know, their chain of up and downs, you know, of high levels of tension, and then after they've calmed down, they will actually completely appreciate your level of patience, and they will actually want to connect with you more, because that tells them that you can actually allow them to be themselves without having to criticize, even though they're highly critical. But when they're maybe overreacting, or maybe, you know, saying, being very, you know, you know, not discriminating and not like being judgmental and stuff, and it can come across quite like negative. But when you allow that to pass and you be patient with them, that's when they feel like, wow, this person is really good for me, because he didn't like, or she didn't take me away from my, you know, allowed me to go through my stage, my analytical, critical, judgmental stage. It's a big factor for the Virgo moon sign. So, you know, it's a good one. It's a good one. Another thing is you have to have confidence. I don't think I spelled that right. Confidence. Uh, yeah, confidence. So if you have confidence, because these guys are not actually the most confident people. Like they may be good at certain things that they're good at, and they are probably good at certain things, and but they're not like naturally innately confident. They're probably the least confident moon sign. So again, they don't want someone like themselves. Again, so if you show levels of confidence, high levels of confidence in yourself, they actually really like that about you. They actually really want to connect and be around this type of energy because it makes them feel good. It makes them feel more confident because ultimately this is a service sign, a mutable sign. So they can mutate, they can kind of change with you. They can kind of grow with you. You can kind of affect them very much. You can affect their level of confidence, their personality, everything. And if you have a confident personality, you're a confident person, and you're around the Virgo moon, they're gonna really want to be around you because you make them feel good. Because they're a little bit shy, a little bit shy. The Virgo moon, a little bit shy. They may not show it, you may not believe it, but they are shy, like naturally shy. So yeah, the confidence thing is something that they will enjoy and that will help maintain the love of the Virgo moon sign. I hope all of this makes sense to you. Comment, let me know what you think. I'm the astrology consultant. Have a great day.